Hello Guardians, welcome back to Right Way Gaming. Today I bring you another video, but today it's an IGN news update. So, today they released a video showing us exploring more of Nessus and talking a little bit more about what's going to be happening in the open world of individual planets, not just Nessus. So they start up by talking about public events. They mentioned that they have reimagined old public events that we already know of, such as the Devil Walker. Whether that's the one that they've brought back, I don't know, but they're saying they're going to take the old ones, they've reimagined them, they've brought them back, and just tweaked them a little bit to make them a little bit different so that it's not repetitive. They also said there's going to be new types, and they also show one off during the video, which you will see, of like a drill where you've got to defend from the Cabal and Vex, etc. They then go on to talk about there's going to be bonus objectives to the public events, which I thought was an interesting little twist. And apparently these bonus objectives, if you complete them, will trigger a hard mode to that public event, which then leads on to more loot, that precious loot. Yes, there will be more. So that's definitely an upside to my opinion. Next up, they're talking about adventures are side missions. In a way, they will have story and voiceovers to it, which basically drive you deeper into the lore, but they'll kind of be like the side missions from Destiny 1, apart from now the Republic event called Adventures that let you explore and find out more about certain lore into certain people or certain parts of planets, etc. They're quick with no load screens as well, which means you basically can go on from one to another to another to another, depending on how many are available. You don't have to wait around, you can just jump straight into the next one. Next up, they talk about lost sectors, which a lot of us already have found on the Nessus map from the strike, where the symbol has been found, but obviously the actual lost sector has not been opened up. But from the sounds of what people have found, how it's a massive cave system that you can walk through, this is the lost sector. That is what it's meant to be. So it's just going to be huge cave systems which you explore through, find your way through, and at the very end, or multiple ways through it, you'll encounter bosses that you have to destroy, and when you get to the end of it, there will be a chest that spawns after you defeated all the bosses, which you will get that precious loot from, which again is why we're all playing the game, isn't it? Or at least, well, most of us are anyway. Next up, they talk about the failsafe NPC, which is basically an abandoned ship on Nessus where the crew died years and years and years ago, and she stayed behind because basically nothing destroyed it and it was still alive. So she hangs around to help you out on the planet of Nessus. She has a bit of a attitude and comedy about her, but this leads on to world quests, which is basically a multi-part story to that world, which you unlock in various stages after you complete the campaign, and you'll learn about the failsafe NPC and maybe other parts of the planet. On top of this, there will be multiple loading points or landing points during each planet, but you won't get access to all of these until you've completed certain missions or explored certain parts of the planet, because apparently there are higher levels and different levels during each part of the planet. So certain areas you might get access to early on, but realise that you shouldn't be there because the ads are going to destroy you. Then they finished up by talking about Flashpoints. Now these are a weekly activity, kind of like the Nightfall used to be. They didn't say that whether it would be taking place of or as well as Nightfalls, so that's going to be interesting to find out when it does come out. But these are going to be a single destination once per week, where you will have to go to complete public events, and completing so many public events will then allow you to gain the Nightfall tier rewards. On top of this, Cade will sell treasure maps in these locations for you to complete at the same time. During completing these missions, you will get further secret objectives, which if you complete will spawn certain tier hard mode bosses on top of the current hard mode public events that already exist, making them even harder in a way that will again give you a chance at even more further loot that's possibly a Nightfall tier reward. So there's plenty of things to do just in terms of patrol by the sounds of it. So I'm extremely excited to play a lot of this, and as soon as I complete the campaign it will be a lot of the stuff that I'm jumping into and exploring around each planet. I hope you enjoyed watching, guys, and I hope you're excited as me to see what's happening in the next video. I'll catch you out there, Guardians. Right Way Gaming, over and out.